Alright, Skylar, here we are at Mammoth. You're in half speed here. Anyway, you know, our focus for you needs to continue to be tactics. Just looking at having a stronger angle of attack and trusting yourself to be able to pull off that turn. You know, to then do that turn with the higher angle of attack, we just need good strong ankle flexion, which was another one of our focuses, so that you can have a good quick transition, good strong transition moving onto a flexed ankle, and then staying on your outside ski, staying strong through the turn. I thought you did a pretty good job on these last 2 days of GS of trying to do this. You can see here, Skylar, how far outside the line you are. You know, so this is what we need to tighten up. Instead of bringing it up and so far and then coming in tight, to come in strong and get that turn done. You're definitely good enough to be able to do that. You can see your line here. That's going to stay there all day. Okay, you're rolling it up. Pretty strong position. You can see your bit inside here. So again, just getting out over that outside ski. Little stronger ankle flexion in this part of the turn. Again, you can see that outside ski. It is the outside line here. Again. So let's work on that angle of attack and tightening that up. As far as fundamentals here, you know, finishing the turn here, you're in a really good position. Okay, you're out over that outside ski nicely. Shoulders are square, counter rotating a bit. This is really, really good. As you come through the turn, you're keeping that body rotated, which is strong. That's how you stay on your outside ski. Keep that generating. Moving into the transition. Pretty good here. You know, you could push that outside ski through a little bit, so it naturally comes under you a little smoother. But that's a pretty strong transition, and then you're trying to move forward, which is great. The one thing, if you can see, you have very little ankle flexion. So trying to finish that turn with a strong ankle flexion and moving on to a flexed ski. So you're moving on to this uphill ski. Try to moving on to a flexed ankle on that ski. But again, fundamentally really strong, Skylar. You put yourself in a strong position most of the times when you don't fall inside. Here you're inside a bit. Your biggest Achilles heel right now is just tactics. That was better. You probably felt really late there, but you're fine. That was better also. So again, down here, attacking was a bit better. And the other thing we're working on a lot, we talked a lot about, which, you know, was just this end of your transition to not kind of pop. You know, you're going to come around and sort of pop off the ski. So just to smooth that out so we don't have a strong spray move. You can see here you're sort of moving your body back up the hill. You know, so if you can just cleanly get onto this new ski as your body's going that way, that's going to be really fast. So those are the two big things, Skylar. One is angle of attack, being patient, being confident, and the other is in the transition, moving onto a clean ski as your body's moving that way, so you don't have this upward movement that throws snow down the hill. You're close, Skylar. I think once we get these tactics down, you're going to start being a lot faster. Great job, Sky.